It's 11 a.m. in Damascus in Syria. I'm Monita Rajpal.
And I'm Zain. You're watching World One live from London. Also ahead, more fears in Japan as radiation readings in the waters outside the damaged nuclear plant spike at 3,000 times the normal level.
With a decisive moment for Syria, the world is waiting to hear what the president will say one day after his cabinet quit. Bashar al-Assad is due to address the nation soon amid unrest across the country. It has been under a state of emergency law since 1963, as we heard Hala reporting there. According to the U.S. State Department, the law authorizes Syria's government to make what it calls preventive arrests. It also bans demonstrations and allows censorship of correspondence, communications, and media. The law creates special courts for state security trials and political cases. Amnesty International says the emergency law has resulted in thousands of political opponents being detained, imprisoned, even tortured without charge or a fair trial. Well, opposition forces are now regrouping in the town of Ras Lanuf, but we are hearing reports of fighting on the western outskirts. Rebels are still firmly in control of Ajdabiya and Benghazi, but fighting has continued to rage in the coastal town of Misrata. Any loss of momentum could be a huge blow for the opposition. They are trying to reach Tripoli to force their longtime leader, Colonel Gaddafi, to step down.
Asians are glued to their TV screens for the mother of all matches. India taking on Pakistan in the World Cup cricket semi-final. It's a big deal.
It's more than just a game, though. The two countries are rivals, both on the pitch and off. CNN's Alex Thomas explains. Well, we want to give you more of that picture of Bashar al-Assad, and he has talked a lot about reforms. It's just that he's never really followed through. That's what it seems to be. Still, this relatively young autocrat is popular with many Syrians, helped by a carefully cultivated image of an everyday family man. But will that be enough now? Stan Grant has that story.
He was the second son, a man deep in the shadow of his father. Bashar al-Assad was never meant to rule, but his older brother's death in a 1994 car accident thrust him into history's crossroads.
Saying sorry for the nuclear crisis in Japan, the CEO of TEPCO, which owns the crippled power plant, has apologized on behalf of the company for damage caused by leaking and overheating nuclear reactors. Sunihisa Katsumata says staff are doing all they can to stave off a meltdown at Fukushima, but a strategy that was meant to bring the situation under control could be creating a new hazard. Workers are scrambling to contain tons of radioactive water contaminated when it was sprayed onto the nuclear fuel rods to cool them down. It's not certain there's a connection, but new tests indicate iodine in the ocean near the plant is more than 3,000 times its normal radioactivity. Meanwhile, TEPCO's president Masataka Shimutsu was taken to hospital on Tuesday, suffering from fatigue and stress. Well, it may be incredibly painful, but life does go on for the people of Japan, though it is far from easy. Kyung-la looks at a normally joyful event now overshadowed by grief.
Watching World One. The last time many of us heard the word slavery may have been back in history class.
Yeah, unfortunately, the practice is far from a thing of the past, and that's why CNN has launched the year-long Freedom Project.
Right now, there are an estimated 10 to 30 million slaves in the world. 600 to 800,000 people are trafficked across borders every year, and more than 70% of those are female.
Thousands of Nepalese women have managed to escape from a life of sexual slavery thanks to the efforts of CNN's 2010 Hero of the Year.
Anuradha Koirala has rescued and rehabilitated more than 12,000 victims through the foundation she created back in 1993. Here's her story.
They'll be watching us as we get off the set.
I'm not a big cricket fan, you know.
No, I don't get it.
Yeah, but this match, people are so excited.
Well, it is. I think it's more of a national, it's a national sport, national interest, and of course, geopolitically as well. But let's talk about the weather. Tropical trouble is once again brewing for parts of down under.
Meteorologist Jen Delgado has been poring over our weather maps over there at the International Weather Center. Jen, what are you able to spot?
Hi, Zain. Hi, Monita. You know, I have to tell you, I have to agree, not much of a cricket fan myself, but I know I'll go over to Monita.
Yeah, very cool, actually.
Great picture.
I know.
Wow.
Very
Thank
cool.
you. You made my day.
I know I did. Just for you and Monita.
Thanks, Jen.
Bye.
A small plane missed its mark. This is, we're going to show you some home video now shot in St. Petersburg in Florida on Sunday. The aircraft crashed into the water just shy of the runway. It was attempting to land after reporting mechanical problems. A rescue team pulled the pilot and one passenger to safety. They suffered minor injuries, but will be fine. The FAA is investigating what exactly went wrong. Talk about missing their mark there.
You're watching World One live from London. I'm Zain, verjee.
I'm Monita Rajpal. Thank you for joining us right here on CNN.